in the Windy City for the AVP League Championships. It's the first time they are held in this beautiful location. The AVP League has not had a chance to be on the shores of Lake Michigan until this season. Since 1984, though, the AVP has had a long partnership with this great state. Get a chance now to see another semifinal underway. This time it's the men's side. Dallas versus LA. Benish and Partain versus Smith and Weber. Cameron Irwin alongside Casey Patterson. Let's take a look at how these two teams got to this point. For Benish and Partain, they actually earned the bye as the #1 seed. For Smith and Weber, they took down Buttinger and Evans for a third time in 2025.
Yeah, Hagen was unreal with his serving again. It was a repeat of the first match of the season, right? They had that same matchup, and his serve was what kind of was the game changer. And again, yesterday was the same thing near the end of the set or the match. He just went off and 3 or 4 aces near the end. He's turned it on every time near the end of each one of these sets.
When you consider this stadium and the sand and the conditions, is this considered jumper sand?
Yes, this 100% is jumper sand. This is a fun beach to play on. You can get high, you can fly, you have a big offensive window from 15 feet off.
Let's take a look. This is Benish, Partain, Smith, and Weber. And shockingly, at the beginning of the year, it was Smith and Weber that picked up, I say it's shocking because it was in straight sets, the win over Andy and Miles. That's Benish and Partain. It came again with the service pressure. Hagen Smith with 2. Let's take a look at the LA launch. Hagen Smith in the black hat, Logan Weber in the green hat. Again, defeating Buttinger and Evans in the quarterfinal. We had 4+ aces 3 different times this season on those quick sets. So do you imagine, with this being jumper sand, he's going to have that much of an effect in this matchup as Logan Weber comes to the sand?
Yeah, 100%. That's kind of one of the big pieces of their lifeline and the cause of all of their success, right? Is that those pockets and runs of aces and service pressure is what has set them apart.
Time for Fabio to hit the sand. Hagen Smith, 6 foot tall. Some of the best muscles in the game, apart from, of course, Rich Lamborn out of Pacific Palisades.
Yeah, entertaining, fun. These guys complement each other really well. Kind of a yin and yang.
On the other side of the net, the Olympians, Andy Benish and Miles Partain as the #1 seed. They went undefeated in 2024 throughout the league. This year, 6-2 to earn that #1 spot. 6-2 match record throughout the 2 seasons combined. Excuse me, 16-2. Big blocker up at the net, Andy Benish, one of the best in the game at 6'9".
Yeah, he's a beast. He's smooth. He has all the ball control, all the tools. It's hard to find that in somebody that's 6'9", but he has it.
Miles Partain, a smile on his face, but one of the most analytical beach volleyball players you will ever see. Just 23 years old and already an Olympian in his own right from Paris this past summer.
Yeah, he's the real version of the chat GPT in players. He analyzes everything in such an interesting way.
Last time they met, it was an indoor competition in San Diego. How much do these variables play effect in this matchup?
To be honest, for me, it changes a lot. I love being like a warrior of the elements, deeper sand, windier conditions, and I love that because that was the true essence of beach volleyball and why I loved it so much. So this is amazing.
Speaking of the essence of beach volleyball, this crowd on their feet ready for this men's semifinal. Phil Dahlhauser and Trevor Crabb await the winner. That's a strong start for the Dallas Dream. Oh, hold on. They're going to say he grabbed this and threw it.
The thing is that Andy went to swing it first. Then it felt like he took a step, jumped backwards, and so leaning back.
It's not a block, it's within 3 feet of the net. I contacted over the net. Wait, what is the rule? What's the rule book? Okay. What's the definition of a block? Going over here. Well, what's the definition of a block? And you're above the net. You are allowed to throw it down, but if your hands come back.
The question is, what's the definition of a block? I don't know. That looked like it was pretty far behind his head.
No, that's
your thoughts?
Yeah. that's hard because where does it turn into I'm not blocking? If I'm 3 feet off or 3 and 1 inch? Like, where does that line? And I feel like that's kind of under the discretion of the refs. I felt like that was kind of far off the net.
I'd agree with you. And so would our official. 1 apiece after the missed serve. Everybody else is saying the ball never lies.
That's a different ball.
So for Logan Weber and Hagen Smith, what do they need to accomplish against the Dallas Dream from a defensive standpoint?
Yeah, for somebody like Hagen who lives and like breathes his game off the crowd and it fuels him, where Andy and Miles are much more head down, get the job done, execute our game plan. Sometimes teams like that are harder to play because you don't get any emotion from them. You can't like take anything or use anything, and so I feel like for them it's creating your own, getting the crowd on your side, and then being able to leverage that.
We've seen the LA launch earn a crowd or two throughout this season. Chicago is up for grabs right now.
And Hagen was doing perfect prep work yesterday after every play, turning and pointing at the crowd and being like, this is all you, you know? And I like that better than the hand to us, like, hey, give me some fire.
That's the second time Hagen has scooped it inches from the sand just on the first contact alone. He finds the corner there.
Yeah, Miles has been experimenting with his serve, right? And he's going a little bit more like revolution versus speed. So there's like a wrinkle in that type of serve. It seems to be real effective so far, even though Hagen sided out.
Hagen currently leading both the men's and women's side in aces per set, just below 1. And he does not find one. I was waiting for the line official to decide whether
so
this
close. Yeah, that's John King on the line here. He's usually never wrong.
Making us hold our breath.
Yeah, he waited and made an educated decision here. Yeah, so sometimes you get the sand splash, but the mark's out. So it's a mirage.
The decision is that the ball was out of bounds. Just out of bounds.
That's kind of also like a little equalizer from the block call earlier. It feels like, okay, things are more on the level playing field again.
Here's a look at it.
Definitely not be able to tell, but there you go.
Oh, wow.
You don't think it touched?
It looked like it might have hit, but the camera's 100 feet away.
Go!
Change up.
Oh, what a set. Hammer this.
And he does just that. Miles Partain is right on it. Partain, the lefty. You see the deep swing. That is one that's hard to come away with.
Yeah, it's like out of any option, can you just not hit that one, please? Just hit it at me or hit short. That deep swing is so valid. What a set here by Hagen. Great stroke by Logan, too, especially over the shoulder and into the line. I mean, you can't defend that swing.
6'9" going up to try and find the block. Miles Partain chasing there. Product of UCLA. Actually decided to leave his collegiate collegiate campaign to become a professional beach volleyball player.
And then an Olympian. Yeah,
Turned out pretty well for him.
Yeah.
Just 23 years old. The youngest on the men's side to make the league this year. Tough serve. Quick check down and dialed in is Hagen Smith.
This is the big man value here. Is every big man that we've seen, especially right there in Logan, his ability to transition set towards the net, to give him guy a ball that's tracking towards the net and in front of him. That's what every defender wants.
Some Bruin on Bruin damage. Hagen graduated in 2017 from UCLA. And now, from one Trojan to a Bruin. There's something about California, right?
Yeah, I mean, when that's the culture and the sport is the most popular there, I would say. And so it becomes something that as a kid, you just see all these guys that are so gnarly and incredible on the beach, indoors. You just want to be that.
Lone man out. Grew up playing right here on the shores of Lake Michigan.
Go!
have to imagine this feels like a pretty special event. Here comes Logan Weber with the crossbody swing in the hometown crowd.
The no look, the look for the camera mid-swing shot. I love it, Logan. Nice. Do a little smile.
Should start giving out Casey style points.
On the quick point. All you, partner.
Tied up 6 apiece as LA works out their defensive scheme. Topspin turns into a flow jump set. Touched. I hear the early whistle. This time it's a net violation for LA.
Yeah, that's the beauty of that option. Whether you walk it, get a touch, it just forces you to have to scramble. And there it is, Logan just kind of scrambling, catching the net before you had a chance to block.
You have about 60 seconds to pick a side. I'm going to ask you. I want to hear you.
Low toss for Andy Benish as he goes up. Miles Partain in tempo and challenges the block.
8-6 for the Dream.
8-6. And Benish and Partain, a little bit of an up and down year this season in league play, as they did take the early loss to this LA launch team. Running into their first 2 losses in the last 2 years.
It's kind of a typical post-Olympic season. You take a little bit, you go to a little bit less tournaments. You try to have a little bit more like separation from volleyball and, you know, ease your way back in knowing there's another quad ahead of you. And so, you know, you're not really rattled about not being at your peak because you don't need to be right now. And so there's a little bit of that like ease back into full-time playing.
Well, it's kind of crazy when we make that statement, right? And they only took 2 losses. They're still the number 1 seed. As we'll bring Rich into the conversation. Rich, your thoughts?
Casey, what does my dialogue look like if I'm Hagen and Logan right now? We had the good start. We got the benefit of the up ref not being a fan of Dominique Wilkins and the double clutch slamma-jamma. But now Andy and Miles have bounced back beautifully. How do we talk ourselves back into kind of our good serving, aggressive, offensive approach?
Yeah, I love hear how the way they connect there in the box, and I would tell myself to just trust it and be patient. Like, let's just be patient here. Let's not go chasing and feel like it's out of control, because it's only one side and a real point. You're right back there, right? So for Hagen, I put myself in his position as the guy that's like the entertainer, and then Logan would be like Jake, right? Jake's just going to go out and he's going to do his job at a high level, and he's going to step up near the end, and I'm going to find ways to get the crowd involved. To like forget about the anxiousness of having to like perform right now, but to ease my way into it by having fun with the crowd, talking, chirping. That'd be my way back into this.
Yeah, I love the shot there from the box for the LA launch. They were clearly connected, just kind of slowing their breathing down. They're only down by 2 in this first set, semi-final action on the men's side. Hagen looking to entertain here. Perfect touch, and Partain with a sidewinder.
Wow.
Lefty arm swing. How in the world did he get that
A little
done?
reverse like hair flip with the offhand. That was incredible.
I was impressed. Benish was even able to come away with that secondary contact off the block. Tough serve to the sideline. And we've been talking about Andy Benish and that serve, a little bit of a different toss.
Yeah.
What does that do to the serve?
So his like kind of low into the court toss, it's easier to actually do it when you got a little wind in your face. And right now I would say he's kind of on more of the good side here. And so that ball will hang and then it'll also drop for you more. So it gives you the ability to have a little more range.
8-2 scoring run for the Dallas Dream, make it 9-2 as he hangs his hands over the top of the net.
And one real point always complements another real point in another way, right? With 2 serves, and he gets the monster block. It's incredible how much your mind frees up when things start kind of flowing. Everything slows down, and you just see the game so much better.
Outstretch, Miles Partain. You talked about flow. He doesn't come away with the kill instead an error, but that's about as flowy as it gets.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, and I'm stoked. Like the fact that he was there on the wrist away on 2 and then has a great opportunity. Yeah, we want that back, but we're in a good position where we're both on the same page.
It's a big week for Andy Benish. Getting married in just about 7 days' time. Deanna Kraft, his fiancée, fellow professional beach volleyball player. She gave me a little insight on his preparation, too, for the wedding.
Interesting.
Some dance lessons have been in effect.
Smart man. Smart man.
She said if he does anything athletic, that you have to account it for the dance lessons.
We talked to Theo, maybe Coach Theo, giving him some tips, too, on tap dancing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 12-7.
No!
Partain, the backhand. You got there even before I did.
I just heard him say, flipper, not it.
It was a race, Casey.
It took all that speed off the net, and there was nothing left. It was almost like a pancake, but your hand wasn't all the way down, right? There was nothing to play off of. Now this is where we got to get, even if we don't win this set, if I'm Hagen, I want to get a couple good reps here on my serve just to get some momentum. Great serve.
Go, go, go!
Benish steals one off the miss hit.
Win or lose, though, Hagen, I love how that serve felt. He hit it hard, he hit it right in the middle. Perfect. I'm okay for that. It's going to set up set 2.
But has this not been the story of Benish and Partain? Now up 13-8, and you're going, how in the world did they get here that quickly?
Yeah.
Beautiful first contact, and clearly the net violation.
Dance lessons on his way up. He's thinking, is it right, left, right? Which one? And then he nets.
Deanna's laughing. No questions asked right now. I should have gotten some video footage of those lessons.
That would have been good.
Partain puts a platform together, but instead pulls it away. And just like that, we're at set point.
Yeah. Just sneak up on you with efficiency and just playing steady.
Yeah, you talk about efficiency, 667 for Benish and Partain. Just 167 on the opposite side of the net. Nice pass, gets them in system and a hot pocket.
I like it.
Hagen Smith bounces one.
Crossbody, line of doom from the left. I like that because, again, it's just a momentum builder, right? It's just building the crowd to get me on my side. Get a good jump serve earlier. I'm going to go hammer this ball and just build something. Right there, he's talking to the volunteer with the ball. We're laughing. He's in a good spot.
Just one dig right now on the side of the LA launch. Let's see if they can find their second. Instead, set belongs to Benish and Partain. And just like that, the efficiency pays off for the number 1 seed.
Yeah, but if I'm Logan and Hagen, I feel right here, I'm like, okay, Hagen's rolling. Logan's playing solid, but there's some things you get one block, right? You just get one to affect the game a little bit, and then we're just going to go on this roller coaster of complimenting each other with making plays. It just takes like 1 or 2 points like that.
Just one error on the side of Benish and Partain through those 15 points earned. The Dallas Dream just one set away from facing off against Phil Dahlhauser and Trevor Kraft.
How about a little magic, huh?
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Street Beach and the home of the AVP League Championships. What stands out to me on these first set one stats for the LA launch, just one dig. Little shade being thrown by our guy Doug Strauss, the way of Casey Patterson saying just one dig more than Casey on the side of LA. But that is impactful, just one on their side. How do they shift that defensive rhythm? How close is Hagen Smith to turning this?
Yeah, kind of like how we talked about near the end at the end of that first set, where if Logan can stop one, affect the attack just a little bit, that immediately gives Hagen like a 30% increase in dig ability, right? His timing, patience, the trust, it just they build off each other.
You talk about building off each other. Well, it's not just the backcourt defense, right? It's also up at the net. 0 blocks for Logan Webber. How does he go up against a team that has some of the best vision in the world?
Yeah, you got to mess with your timing a little bit. You got to have your spacing dialed in, and he's been working on that, and he's gotten really good at dealing with big offensive attackers, right, with a lot of range and different layers in their offense. And so, Logan, this is a great learning experience for him because he still has to stay patient, but then make minor adjustments, and then talk to Hagen like, hey, how do we also complement the game plan that we want to execute in certain situations? And this is great for him because you're going to see him, if he gets that one, I wouldn't be surprised if that turns into, 3 or 4.
If you joined us for the first women's semifinal today, it was a little bit like this. The number 1 seed facing off against the 4 seed. 1 seed picked up the first set, and it all shifted from there. Could that be the blueprint here in the men's semifinal?
Yes, it's a very common pattern.
All starts with a serve. Jump set, tight ball. And caught the net.
I love how Logan reacted by running versus like shuffling. He ran out there. It's just the downside of touching the net. That was his elbow barely on the way up. And then Hagen's there. I'm talking to my guy though. I love that. We're in a good spot. Got an opportunity.
LA Launch went 6-2 in the regular season. One of their big wins was against this team back again in the San Diego event. Straight sweep.
Yeah, Hagen had a great serving match. They both side out really well. And against these guys, you gotta side out consistently.
Wind just slightly in the face of Miles Partain. He shifts right and dedicates right as the angle block is not enough against Hagen Smith.
I like that. I want to make Andy beat me, even though he's one of the best blockers in the world. I just want to pick one of those guys, and I want to make them have to beat me. It just compartmentalizes and takes a little bit of stress away. I just worry about beating one guy, and for me, it was always the blocker.
LA Launch have played in 4 3-setters this year, picking up wins in all of them. They got to get there first, though. Another net violation, the second. Logan Webber taking off his hat. Second time he's given away a point here in set 2.
It's just the eagerness. You just want to contribute. You just want to get that first one out of the way and just relax a little bit.
I mean, we were talking about not having a block. He's feeling that right now.
Yeah.
Quick snap from the service line. Andy Bennett just simply walks to the net and puts his hands in the air.
Yeah. Just the running tower. Well, as long as I didn't catch it and throw it back over, we're okay.
I like that. We're going to use that from now on, the running tower.
If anything does open up this game, it's Hagen. He's feeling the tunes. He's going to go back, rip a serve. If he can get an ace here or just something to transition.
Still without an ace is Hagen Smith.
There it is.
Or at the net, and Hagen Smith is going to go back to the service line. And Webber says, look, I left enough space.
I can do it. I can block without netting. I love it. That's the best part, right? Heckle yourself a little bit. Make it fun. Let the crowd know you're aware. Now we all want him to just get 3 in a row.
Little extra oomph. You could hear the grunt
Extra
from here.
grunt, yeah. It's a good sign, though. That means we're feeling it.
Logan Webber moving to the right side for this duo. They've actually been together for about 3 seasons now, Hagen Smith and Logan. Graduate of Cincinnati Christian University. No longer around.
Yeah.
As that's high and over the top.
Yeah, that's a good look by Hagen. Luckily, Miles kind of bailed early, so he gave him that little shadow in the peripheral so he could just chop it over.
All right, now we're here.
Good spacing, though. I think that having that big runway helped him a ton, too.
Flat dagger.
The hybrid.
Explain that.
Yes, he tosses it with topspin like he's gonna jump serve it. And then you let it drop and hang, and then you hit it with a flat palm right dead center behind the ball. And so it shows one thing and it becomes another. And so that's a great like time disruptor or wrinkle in the game.
That's the second ace for Weber. Thought it was supposed to be his partner.
Let's go.
This could be number 3, called inbounds. And it's gonna stay. Oh, here's the challenge.
I love it. If I'm struggling getting blocks, I can always go contribute in so many other ways. I can go serve tough and get into a rhythm. I can make sure I'm setting my partner really well in transition. I can contribute and add value and trust and momentum in so many ways.
Back-to-back aces for Logan Weber, now on a 5-1 run. Take a look at this beauty. And Rich Lamborn, what are you liking out there?
Well, now my questions become obsolete because I was going to say, how do we get the crowd involved? Back-to-back aces seems like the perfect way, but really, we've seen them do kind of the box breathing. How do you sort of generate those crowd plays? There's another one right on cue. Get me out of this conversation.
Logan goes from 0 to hero. He's like, hey, let's go, dude. What are you going to do now? Like, am I going to have to carry the team?
He's doing just that.
Jump on my back, bro. Let's go.
3 aces, add in the block, crowd on their side, and this is looking like it's going LA's way here in set 2.
So good. I mean, sport, life, it's all momentum. I love it. Do one thing and use that as fuel.
A sold-out crowd loving the monster block from this man, Logan Weber, on a 6-1 run.
This is fun. It opens up so many things now, right back in the player's box. We don't have to say anything. It's all a feeling now. I can go back out, not aura fishing, aura farming. I can go back out and everything just feels right. Like, if you don't get the block, I trust that we're making the right read together.
When you look at the 2 blockers currently on the sand, they might be the 2 premier tall blockers, considering Phil, he's going to stick around, but from an international level and hopes to LA 2028, are these the 2 front runners?
These are 2 of the top 3. I would put James Shaw in there immediately just because he's so big, physical, and has a huge window. These 3 guys are very similar and complementary to each other. So I think these are the 3 guys I'm looking at for the Olympics in 2028.
What about Chase?
Chase as well, but of course they're already Olympian, and he's, well, I would say not undersized, but a little bit shorter.
Absolutely.
He's a guy that could even transition to defense because he has all of the skills. Yeah, he 100% could. He's so good at defense. Half the time I'm like, should I just go up and funnel to you? You know, like, he runs balls down, he's smooth, he's got range, out of system, he can do all the different
Okay, I'm glad that was not just
Did we just
on
open
my
up?
mind,
But yeah.
because I have been thinking about that going in even to next year. Obviously, he's still playing with Miles Partain. They're Olympians together, but I was thinking, ooh, maybe there's another evolution for Chase Budinger that we have not seen.
Yeah, I'd say Logan and Shaw are the guys that are on that younger end coming up from behind, right? They're the ones that maybe are holding the torch after even a Chase and Andy.
If that doesn't tell you the story, set 1 to set 2, the numbers efficiency-wise now into the 600 range for the LA launch. Again, with a 3-point lead coming out of timeout, Miles Partain. Again, it's the simplicity.
Yeah.
You don't celebrate. That's a wicked swing.
Right. It's a nasty swing. I would be screaming in the crowd and talking to Andy like, never again, you're not gonna block me. But because they do that so subtly, you don't really remember it, right? And that's how they beat you. It's just like 1,000 cuts, right? You just don't notice it, and then suddenly you're bleeding to death.
Yeah, you're just sitting on the bench at the end with a loss going,
yeah,
what just happened?
Did we even play?
Winner again facing off against Phil Dahlhauser and Trevor Crabb. The Dallas Dream have set number 1. What a set. That one well over.
So good.
Double the height of the net.
Yeah, giving Logan such a big window there and options to see Miles runs to that line, he sees it and just chops over.
As they change sides here, do you feel like Logan Webber has improved in that skill in terms of his vision this year?
Oh, especially on the right side. It's so different from left to right. People don't understand how different it is because of the ball location, the setup, the approach line, where the ball comes on your hitting arm, and you have to get your feet there a little bit more. It's the complete opposite. So he's done such a good job.
Saw the aces on screen. He's also doing a nice job offensively at 375. Specifically here in set number 2, he is without an error, attacking 3 of 3. Hagen Smith, we came into this talking about his service pressure, as he does a little woo-saw there.
Yeah, get this out of, get this negative energy out of here. I love it. Just throw it away.
Before the season started, he talked and remarked a lot about his own maturity into this year.
Go!
Feeling like he's grown and wanted to become more of a technical volleyball player. And it's funny because you look at him and you go, this guy is just all lights, camera, action, but there is such technicality to his game.
There's the inner technician, and I relate to him probably more than most because I want to entertain and make it fun, and I want the highlights. I want people to remember. But then the consistency is something I have to like slowly figure out and find.
I thought it was just the hair.
Yeah.
3 aces and now 1 error for Logan Webber.
Yeah, he's done. I've watched him and played against him a long time ago, and it's definitely come to that point where he's able to balance the two very well.
Numbers for Benish-Martin from 700 in set 1 to just 200 here in set 2. Extended set. They send this one well out to the pin. The line looked like it moved, but instead it's called out of bounds. A little run here for Benish-Martin.
Yeah, and that's a bummer. That's probably, and if it doesn't hit the tape just catches it and forces it out a little bit. This is the first real like disruption in side out for LA in that first set. It was more like that most of the time.
Gorgeous serve. There's the celebration. Andy Benish ties at 9 apiece. Since that last time out, it has been a 5-2 run for Dallas.
It's the natural ebb and flow of every match, right? You're hoping that you just finished with your little flow push of a couple points and a run near the end. So we're always looking to kind of like monitor those, kind of like a poker player. Where are the cards? You kind of know you have something coming up, so you're either saving it or you feel confident because you know you have a good little run here.
Talking about Andy Benish and Miles Partain, it was interesting. Miles actually took to social media after that weekend in San Diego, and he said there were about 3 things he learned from that event. 1, faith, family, friends are the most important to him. Number 2, the game is just the tip of the iceberg. It's all about training, mindset, you bring to life in general, or what you bring to life in general determine how strong you are and you come to the game was the second point. And the third is for left side hitting, I orient my hips a bit more angle, and that felt really good. He only got 1 of those, but that, if not, describes Miles Partain. He's got the philosophy, and then he's got the analytics, and he's got the volleyball science all in one.
Yeah, that's such a good like veteran mindset there, because sometimes it's hard to have that initial first bullet point, right? Or like fans and family, yeah, like they're always gonna love me no matter what, but sometimes that's frustrating. Like, no, like I played terrible, don't say good job, you know? And then you got to make sure you appreciate that they're here and they love you for who you are, no matter how you play. So that just grounds you. It's so good. And then to have all the other points, it's like, all right, good. Now it's the training, it's the preparation. In matches, and when I decide to play well, I'm doing that all the time in practice. I'm talking trash to Trevor, he's not even there. I'm prepping for this, like I'm ready.
You know, they always say Instagram's just a snapshot of someone's life. Well, that was the perfect
that was exactly
of Miles Partain. 9 apiece, and it is all go time here in set number 2. Let's get to it. Here comes Hagen Smith. Revving it up and finds the angle.
Yeah, good spacing there. I love to like change it up a little bit of like a medium tempo, create some movement, hopefully shrink Andy a little bit by making him have to go out to the pin. He's so rangy that's great for him.
Rocks the flow behind the shoulders with a 1-point lead. Tough ball. Sent back to the sand. Logan Webber patrolling.
This is where Logan has improved the most, right? And he had an option to go on 2. Maybe a little hesitation to think about that, but Logan didn't bite. He stayed super patient. He gets out, his eye work. He's ball setter, ball hitter. He's on him. Good spacing. That's where he's had the most improvement.
He came into the second set without a block. Now he's earned 2. Out of the timeout, it was back-to-back points. And that was service error. That midway point here in the second set belonged to the Dallas Dream on a 5-2 run. They look to close this match out.
This is where Miles goes back to his super spirally rotational serve.
Actually took a little bit of the spin off.
A little hybrid of its own.
A little deep float. Hagen Smith just aims for the sky because, yeah, that's only where Andy Bennett's hands remain.
That's such a good swing because most of us just want to put it to the sand, and that's exactly what Andy wants. Good high level, high hands chop.
Like, if Andy doesn't touch that, that thing is soaring to Lakeshore Drive.
That's going to hit the Drake Hotel.
Partain getting a little too tight on that pass. Somehow finds a good one as he attacks the block.
Okay.
Little edge on his side.
Yeah, both defenders doing a real good job of being physical up there with these big blockers, using their hands, not scared, not afraid to abuse the hands.
There's that subtle knife's edge from Miles Partain, bringing them within 1. Gorgeous quick set. Weber loses his hat. Overhead dig.
Perfect.
Flawless. For Hagen Smith.
Yes, go to the crowd. Go to the crowd.
You earned it.
That's an art form. Now, I remember that, right? Where Miles just had a nasty play before and just goes right back to business. Hagen sides out, gets everybody involved. Just a quick recharge from the crowd.
2 away from set number 3. Again, without an ace is Hagen Smith. Both teams utilizing these hybrids.
Yeah.
Quick snap for Miles.
Miles is, I feel like, to be honest, has probably one of the biggest windows in the world for offense. And then that just subtle looks to my partner. I don't waste energy. So it's just the polar opposites, right? So you're looking at how efficient either one can be.
Last time you said maybe it's the high deep spinner. Took the pace and spin off. There's that spinner. So why does he have such a big window quickly here as it's now set point for LA?
Yeah, one, it's the way he gets his feet to the ball, and it's always in front of him, so he always has vision. And then when he doesn't, his ability to hang and coil his arm longer than most is really good.
Let's see if Miles Partain is in fact the target. Set point for Smith and Weber. They earn it. Not so fast as Logan goes up, tries to find the block. Hagen for the set. No good.
I could feel it from Hagen. Logan gave him such a good bump set in with a weird body position. He was so excited. You could just feel like, I just want to lay this thing out angle. Oh, what a heads-up play by Miles.
All LA needs is one side out to send this to a third set. We already saw a 4 seed on the women's side take down the number 1 to move on to the final. Smith and Weber looking to do the same.
It's a big point here. See what Andy decided to do. I'm guessing he might go float.
He does go with a float. Option into the corner, and we're going 3. From Chicago to LA. The AVP League keeps on going.
What a heads-up play by Logan. Great feet, way to be tall. Just be tall, dude. Go get on that quick.
big number for you, Casey. The 3-set records for these two teams this season.
Am I guessing?
LA, a perfect 4-0. Dallas, 1-1.
Because third sets are emotional, and Hagen feeds off the emotion. I feel like that's exactly where he likes it. Third sets were some of my favorite ever.
You talk about the emotion, you talk about the energy and the crowd. No one loves it more than Hagen Smith. We caught up with him about playing to the crowd.
No, I feed off it. It like it fills up my energy bar. You know, I have a high intensity, like super explosive game, and I think that I just feel like if the crowd is into it as much as I am, it just boosts me up.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Like, exactly. If I feel like the crowd is super into it and they love it and we're putting on a show, I find levels that I didn't know I had that I could play. And I think that's a same thing with like a Taylor Crabb. Without going to the crowd, he feeds off it, where Hagen feeds off it and then gives it back. And that's where it makes it really special.
You know, they always talk about whether it's the 12th man or the 6th man. The Chicago crowd very likely could be the third man for the LA launch in this battle.
For sure, I totally agree. It's 100% like a home crowd vibe, right? Because they're just here for good volleyball, and they're always here for good volleyball.
When you look to the stats through set 2, it's been a tale of two ends. Dallas, 700 in the first, 500 on the opposite side for LA in the second set. For you, when you look at this third set, what does this truly come down to? We have already talked about the emotion, the crowd, but from a blueprint to success, what does it look like for both teams?
Well, both teams that won their sets had much higher hitting percentage. And both teams that lost, it's like the most basic thing to say, but both teams that lost, they struggled with passing.
Okay.
The winning team created more opportunities with their serve. Just like when we watched the start, like Ellie was struggling to side out because the service pressure was all over the place.
Hagen Smith still looking to find his first ace. You talked about it. They needed, again, the third set record. 4-0 for the LA launch. Do they find their perfect 5-0? 15 points to the championship. Andy Benish gets called in the net.
Okay. And that's something I talk about in the player stand. I'm like, look, we're undefeated in third sets. Like, we are him. We are both him in third sets. Let's go. Like, you attack it with that mindset, too, of just confidence, knowing that you can trust each other in these third sets.
LA had begun on Andy and then switched to Miles throughout this match. Looks like right now they're just trying to attack deep middle. Service error on the side of Hagen. What would a win be for the LA launch here, considering that Hagen hasn't found an ace? Like, does that change your perception of this team?
Yeah, it adds such a huge layer of confidence with each other as a team. And then us as fans watching, knowing that they can find multiple ways to win, even if one thing that we think is the reason might not even be a part of it.
That's a great point. 2-1 as the block out.
You know, that's the evolution, right, of the rookies to the veterans. That you can trust that when things aren't going well and in aspects we think they need to have, they find other ways to be the team that can pull out wins.
Talk about the rookies. That's on the side of the LA launch. They did have to qualify in to the league this year. Not so much for the Dallas Dream. As they try and chisel off the top. Hagen saves it and sends it back. Another dig stays on their side.
This is going to be fun.
Where does he go? Right off the edge.
I believe, partner. What a set by Logan. That's so good.
So at what point does the crowd, the energy, actually have an impact on the Dallas Dream?
You know,
as Andy goes to clean his glasses right now, is that a tell, a sign?
That's just a strategic move. That's just a veteran play. Clean the glasses. We're resetting in our way. We don't really live off the crowd when we're playing well anyways. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, the fire. I love it.
Smith already with 2 digs here in set number 3. There's a little extra exclamation from the Dallas Dream.
Yeah, they don't need the crowd necessarily firing them up, which that's a great World Tour tactic, because you're never the ones that people want to win. You're always the foreigner visiting.
Really interesting when you look at the numbers for these two teams. Just 5 total digs on both sides of the net. As that's right back down. This time he made sure to keep it in front.
His hand's way in front of his body.
But also, even from a blocking standpoint, just 2 blocks and minimal aces kind of across the board.
Yeah, it's been kind of like a scramble, big high set in transition or out of system type plays where they're kind of battling back and forth.
Back-to-back points here for Dallas, evens us at 3.
Come on!
Logan even cheering for the miss serve.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's something I would celebrate for sure. Back in the day, Jeremy K-Spear was just about to load up. You're like, every miss serve was a win, was a huge win.
Gosh, that was a scary serve, wasn't it?
Oh,
that
and
or
he went on
Taylor
runs.
Sanders.
Yes.
What's worse?
Equally scary.
Taylor Sanders is scary to face.
Go!
So far here in set 3, a couple back-to-back points on both sides of the net.
You know, that's a great swing by Miles, though. I like that swing. That's him in the airspace of Logan. Logan might have just reached line a little bit more or angle, and he just missed him in that deep middle. So that's a good aggressive swing.
Beautiful pass from Miles Partain. Oh, Logan didn't know it was Doug.
It was so like opposite of the direction he probably touched it, and he didn't think that it was even close.
You gotta be looking for your partner.
Yeah.
Have a little faith.
Oh, I'm not sure he would be able to get it over, but just the thought that he didn't know.
Dallas Dream has stepped up their side-out game here in set number 3. LA needs to do the same. And they do just that. Quick, efficient play. It's what's going to get you off the sand.
Yeah, that's a great little medium tempo to the pin. Again, he's timing those really well. It's every 3rd or 4th attack, right? Just to keep Andy honest. And I like that serve by Miles, though. Changes up, goes with the float. It almost gets Hagen to spray that ball, so.
We always talk about how this game is chess, but it's chess in so many different skills, whether that's at the service line, as an attacker, or as a defender.
Right. That's so true. It's like, yeah, it's chess, but each piece has like 8 options of movement.
It's the game within the game,
Yeah,
right?
you can change what it is.
Miles Partain at just 250 in this match. It's been all Andy Finish carrying that load. A lot of missed serves here at set 3.
Yeah, I think they're talking back and forth about changing some calls and stuff like that. And so I think that sometimes it steals a little attention from finding that serve.
He's going to elevate here in the second half of set 3. Changes up his start point, and the finish point still remains out of bounds.
I think him and Andy are both kind of calibrating, getting closer and closer to finding that for that last push, which, you know, knowing that, I'm okay with it as a partner.
There's been 5 missed serves in this set alone. Short one sent the way of Hagen. Love that, a little flat aim right at Miles Partain.
Yeah, great serve again by Miles. He's thrown so many different types, but what's even more impressive is Hagen getting that short serve and then taking 3 or 4 steps back for a big approach, keeping the ball in front of him, not being stuck having to shoot. And that's the game changer right there, is that movement after he passes and how he preps for that swing.
The 2-point lead and the change of side. Wind now slightly in the face of the LA launch. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely a little bit more of a good side over here for LA.
Side set, quiet hands. Somehow that right hand over the top of his head picks it up, and we finally see the quick fake out from Andy Benish.
Yeah, as a big man, and you can get away with those. What a dig by Hagen here. Just like right off the hip of Logan. Behind the back. Scoopy.
I like that set from Miles too.
Yeah.
About 10 feet off, just takes it open hand. We have yet to see a strike like that from Logan Weber.
That was kept that ball in front, extra turn to the line, and then return back to the angle. A lot of movement there, but that's a great time, right? That's another layer, a disruption in their comfort and getting into a flow on defense. Like, I'm just not going to let them get confident back there.
Again, LA launch a perfect 4-0 in 3-set battles. A win here would undoubtedly be the biggest win of their career to this point. Making a shot into the final. Face off against Phil and Trevor. Right now, they're still in a battle. 8-9.
Nothing like a rookie season.
8 errors from the service line.
You know,
he's battling back there with himself.
I don't even look at that though. Like, for me, knowing that he has so many aces and he has such a good serve, I'm willing to just like, hey dude, keep searching for it.
Here comes last year's MVP and Defender of the Year, Miles Partain. From well off the net.
Oh, under you. Everyone tries to go over the block. I was always a fan of going under the block.
Yeah, from OT to UT?
Yeah. Off your elbows, just like in the Side Out movie. He's an indoor player, aim for his elbows.
Logan will serve, run up. Andy Benish from 5. Out of bounds. And it's now a 3-point lead. Andy Benish takes the timeout, just walks off the court, and Hagen says, oh, we're not done, we need more noise.
Yeah, using the crowder's advantage just to rub it in as they walk back to the player's tent. I mean, that's the right swing for Andy. It's a great angle swing. He's been hitting that all day. Just a little wide. Logan makes a big move to block that too and kind of forces him a little bit more extreme than he probably wanted to go.
Again, last year, Benish Partain did not drop a match. They were flawless all the way through the finish. And this year, they've dropped 2 matches, 1 to this team. Back in week 4 in San Diego. The numbers on screen now for Logan Weber: 8 total kills, 2 blocks, 3 aces. He really has come to play here in front of his hometown crowd. What would making a final mean for this duo, the rookies that qualified in and have taken down Olympic team after Olympic team?
I'm getting a little emotional, actually. It's incredible because this is what you dream about doing. I have a picture. Kevin showed me a picture of Logan as a volunteer getting a photo with me, and then now you get a chance to watch these guys play with the chance to go to the finals, their rookie season in the league. That's incredible. How do you not get emotional? I mean, this is like the volunteers now with yellow shirts on. Who knows? That was a Sarah Hughes a long time ago, you know? And so it's just, that's the beauty of the AVP. It's just the legacy of it and a chance to live a real dream that you're like, wow, I'm that guy now. This is incredible. So for me, it's a huge deal. It's massive.
I can see it all over your face, Casey. It really does mean the most to these athletes, especially the journey for Logan and Hagen. 3 years playing alongside one another, make the league out of the qualifier. And right now, pick up another dig. Wow. They need some more.
Oh my.
Unimaginable. The free ball sent back over the net, and Miles just finds the top.
Like when you're in your true flow state and you're digging balls you have no business, you're just sitting in the middle still watching and you find it right in your pocket. He has been able to react so well last second on all these high, hard swings.
Hagen Smith now has 7 total digs, 4 of which have been in set 3. He has not been good from the service line, but man, has he stepped up his game in the backcourt.
Contributing in other ways, right? Until give that serve some time to simmer and then heat it back up.
Gosh, How nervous are you feeling right now if you're Smith and Weber?
Oh, I'm like more excited, just ready to attack.
It's all go time. That hang and hammer.
Great read by Andy. You knew that they were going to try to create some sort of disruption to change something up a little bit. And you know, the teams and the blockers that do the best, they don't chase, they wait.
Benish Partain 700 in this first set. Since then, it's just been 101. Could their quiet excellence get them this third set and a spot in the final again? It's that quietness.
Yes.
They're deadly as they're now within one.
It's just subtle, right? It's an incredible, amazing high-level play. But you don't feel like the way that they get the crowd involved makes it feel so intense. So it's this deception and real points, and they just slowly take it away from you again.
I love it, Chicago. This baby sold out.
Benish and Partain now within just one.
Yeah, they're right where they need to be. They're fully focused. From LA launch, Smith Weber. I don't want to go into this timeout being like, hey, they're taking points from us that we deserve. We don't deserve anything. We have to keep going out and earning every point equally, just like the one we earned before and the one we before. We're not owed anything. And just keeps you in that mindset of just stay as hungry as possible.
I mean, when you look at the numbers just for this third set alone, 0.77 the efficiency for Benish Partain, as opposed to 7.14 on the other side, and yet they're still within one, again, in front of this crazy crowd here in Chicago.
Right. It goes to show that, like, all the things we've been talking about, the way you can contribute to win games, dirty, clean, with aces, with digs, with blocks, it doesn't matter. There's so many ways to positively bring a game to where you win.
Who will will these last few points and find that last and final spot in our championships? Will it be the Olympians? Miles Partain and Andy Benish down by one, hanging on to that #1 seed. Or will it be the upstart Smith and Weber here in the 2025 AVP League? Weber from the right gets dug.
What a scoop.
Partain on the reverse.
Wow. And whether or not Miles is known for getting the crowd involved, he has superpowers where he finds ways to just hone in and motivate himself. And in that range again, look at all that. So much space, and he carves the ball.
The Dallas Dream, the silent killers, on a 4-0 run. Watch out.
Oh, that was such a good save for the set, too.
Make it a 5-0 run. The Dallas Dream steal the lead. Logan Weber's got to get his mind right now.
Yeah, and both those serves are close to being out, right? And they're high on Logan. And so I feel like now it's just let it go. Took a step back.
Oh, you saw it just from that toss.
Yeah, he teased Andy. He's like, I'm going to take a step back so I know for sure it's out. I'm going to make you change what you're doing. And that's the stress balance back and forth.
Andy Benish lets him off the hook. It's 13-all.
I think Hagen going over there and talking about foot faults. Like, hey, maybe on the last one you did, but let's keep an eye on that.
Still has not had an ace. Hagen Smith, what a time it would be to find your first at 13-all in set number 3.
It's usually where you do.
It's not an ace, but it's definitely worrisome. Weber pulls, locks in, and gets one.
I told you, partner, I have something in here. I've got some magic left from the service line. Way to create that huge opportunity with that serve. And although it's not an ace, it created that. It opened up the door.
Match point for the 4 seed, Smith and Weber. The dark horse of the season is just one away.
I love the ode to Casey Jennings. Hagen throws the ball to the kid in the stands, gets the ball back. They just serve.
Hagen Smith with the serve from the right. Tough one. Miles Partain on the side out. Come on, come on. Oh, ice water. smooth from Partey.
So close.
In that moment, he'll go back to serve at 14-14.
Ooh, everyone take a breath.
Yeah. Are we all holding our breath?
I know
Thank you for
I am.
reminding me. I know Kevin is.
Our championships for the AVP League will be coming up just shortly on CBS.
I like this glasses white, whether they're sandy or not. I love this. This is the old school sand timeout. But what's Miles going to throw at us here? He's been throwing so many different things. That's where I'm a little uneasy.
You've seen the spinner, you've seen the hybrid. Right now he stands in the middle of the court. Float to Weber. Little unsteady on that platform. And another ball off the top of the block.
So smart.
It's the second time here late in set 3. And a second match point for Smith and Weber. You know this Chicago crowd is rooting for the 4 seed.
There we go. Toss it to his partner, get a little magic on it.
Weber just keeps it inbound. Partey the target. Locks the eyes and block out. We are that close.
It's almost worse. I would have almost rather not touched it at all than the tease.
Tied up once again, 15 all. Takes it off and gets the ace.
Just hits that little middle seam. Not really at anyone's lap. The perfect serve.
Andy Benish with 4 aces in this match, and all of a sudden it is shifted. The Silent Killers are at a match point to head to the championship. They go to Smith, extended set. This one from 5 feet off.
Oh my gosh, he dealt with that.
Oh, that is such a tough side out.
That set went from 6 feet off to like 15 feet off. And you could see it, I could feel it. There's like time stopped as that ball hung. And he is so explosive though, and such a good arm.
That is one of the gnarliest side outs I have ever seen. 16 all. That's the serve Hagen's been looking for. Pulling is Weber. Calls for the set outside. Just blisters one right back in. The swagger walk to the fans. 3 match points now for Smith and Weber.
Just charging up. Perfect conditions, sold out crowd. Like a solar panel, just absorbing all this energy. Absolutely unloading in that swing and transition.
Casey, you said it. This is what you live for
This
as
is
a
it.
professional beach volleyball player. Smith and Weber nearly get the ace.
What a pass.
What a ball from Benish.
Oh! I'm having so much fun watching this. This is so fun. A little contact under the net. And this is a legitimate question because Hagen did get a scoop on this. What a pass
What
by
a pass.
Andy. Right here, he steps on his foot.
Yeah, and Weber, it went immediately to our down official saying, hey, I got held up.
Yeah, and that's the only time that rule actually applies, if it interrupts his ability to go make a play.
This ball is going to remain on the side of Benish Partey. 3 match points have been fended off for the #1 seed. What is that?
Okay, so the missed serve aside, that's actually what I would have done exactly, is go back to that high revolution, like Mirage serve that would drop short seam middle. And that's exactly what he was aiming for. Just missed it.
Not the right time. A 4th match point for LA.
Stop it, Logan.
The dream is realized for the #4 seed.
Welcome back home.
To the final on his home sand. Logan Weber and Hagen Smith will play for the championship.
First jump serve of the match. Why not, dude? You're in your living room. Let's have fun. A little living room pepper. You're home, dude. You're in your sand. Just go for it.
simply unthinkable. If that shot of Logan Weber doesn't say it all. The rookies who came through the qualifier.
What a location. Just the perfect middle serve.
Oh, what a great shot. And what a moment for that man right there. Time to update those brackets. On both the men's and the women's side, it's a 4 versus 2 contest for the championship. Just 2 matches remain here in the 2025 season with the AVP League. You can catch the action coming up on CBS Sports. As we look to the women's side, Denenberg Donlin versus Humana Paredes and Brandy Wilkerson. Man, it's just an unimaginable start to our day. How could it close out? You'll have to find out on CBS. Hagen Smith, Logan Weber putting on a show. For Cameron Irwin, Casey Patterson, Rich Lamborn, we will see you coming up next. Thanks so much for joining us here with the AVP League.